Welcome back, folks. Anaris here with another game from the best of three third place finals between Inori, the red Protoss, spawning down in the 8 o'clock position, against GosuGatored, spawning in the opposing 2 here today on Antigua Shipyards. This is, of course, a continuation of my coverage of LastPlayerStanding.com's third 48-player SC2 Open. 48 players, tons of skill, plenty of entertainment. You should check it out. I've got plenty of games on my channel, as well as theirs. Be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel, actually, for more coverage. Last Player Standing YT. That's their little addition, her channel link. Be sure to go check that out. So GosuGatored opening up with standard fare in comparison to the previous match, with that proxy pylon into 1.5 gate / forge play. It seemed like that Inori just that scouting, very, very smart move doing that. So we'll wait and see if he decides to do that same type of thing again. But I don't think that he's going to really have to worry too much about it, because this is such a larger map, and the fact that he's had this pylon here means that he has been able to keep an eye on this ramp pretty much the entire time, knowing what's going on about it. And not only that, I mean, it would take GosuGatored so long to actually find his opponent's base, and the chances of him landing it, the probe in the base, before the pylon goes down, slim to none. So Inori, over here dropping 1 gateway gas. Likewise, same exact thing over here for GosuGatored. We're going to be looking to see pretty much the chrono boost, the timing of the gas, to determine what each player is going to do. Most PvPs end up just being either 3-gate Robo, 3-gate Blinkstalker, or 4-gate. Rarely do you see an expansion unless you have just some, immovable object meets the unstoppable force, clash of the immortals or something in the midfield, and nobody really gains an advantage and the game goes on. That's when you'll start to see kind of immortal play, or not immortal play, but expansion play. But for the most part, in PvP, you are going to be stuck with 1 base builds. So we'll see how this goes here, and keep an eye again on the Chronos, as GosuGatored actually not using his Chronos on his Nexus, rather saving them up right now. It may be in anticipation of dropping this down. He could be going, no, he's going to go in for a second gas. I was going to say he could be trying to press forward with a 4-gate, but again, second gas there would be very much affecting the mineral income for that. So moving forward for Inori, we see he is currently sitting on 1 gas, chronoing out his cybernetics core, getting that warp gate technology super quick. Now the probe is going to be scouting over here, cross positions first, and that's pretty smart, man. I think GosuGatored going to be able to kind of rule out early pressure by doing this, and, well, not really rule it out per se, but at least scout it out ahead of time. I mean, the build that he's going, it is pretty good for anticipating early pressure with additional gas income to kind of help prepare for any tech route that he does have to take. Now with GosuGatored having sent his probe away, we're going to wait now and see. We do have Inori dropping the second gas right there. Now, again, that's just something that's very standard you'll see players do, is whenever the scout leaves their base, that's usually when you'll see them switch off to do something that kind of gives a hint as to what type of tech path they're going. And a lot of times players will try to get their scout back up into the base, or in the case of PvP, likely we'll just see observers from one or both players. Now, we do have a Twilight Council going down for GosuGatored. He could be going for a Blinkstalker build, as his second gateway is just about 50% complete there. And of course, we can see up here for Inori, I keep wanting to call him Obsidian there when I mouse over the structures, but Inori dropping down his second gateway, as well as a robotics facility. So having dropped that second gas as late as he did, that is going to cut into his early units specifically. He's not going to be able to really afford something like a sentry coming into this. He might just decide to go immortal first, depending on how this battle turns out. If he's going to be facing lots of pressure, a strong counterattack by GosuGatored, then he might decide to go ahead and do that. But I'm guessing he's just going to go ahead and drop down in a observer first. So we're seeing there's the split now. Inori doing sufficient damage there, losing, I think each person lost 1 unit there in the process. But he is going to be getting an observer first. Again, this is not at all surprising. The attack did not end on such a poor note that he felt like he was going to be facing an immediate counter. But we do have GosuGatored coming down here nonetheless with a few stalkers, and I think that his opponent's going to handle it. Oh wow, look at this, man. Inori going down for the natural expansion. This could be something that GosuGatored looks to punish Inori for, trying to be too greedy here in the early stage of the game. Now keep in mind, even though this is going on, we look up here, we see have an Immortal on the way, and also 2 gateways with Warp Gate technology finished. And of course, this poor probe is going to get taken out there super quick. Yep, indeed. There we go. Now with 2 sentries on the way, you see he's going to have plenty of energy for a couple force fields, as well as a Guardian Shield if he really feels the need for it. But yeah, see now he has the Observer out here. He's going to be able to keep tabs on this army. So with 1 Immortal now finished, he is just in an amazing spot. This expansion is continuing to build, and up here, GosuGatored really isn't able to do a whole lot about it. Now keep in mind that in response to this, he has decided to go ahead and get a 4th gateway. So he is going to be going extremely heavy on the Stalkers, likely Blink, and I don't think we're going to see anything else coming from this robotics facility other than an Observer, which I think is right here. Yes, indeed it is. More Stalkers have now rallied towards the middle as we take a look just at the army composition between the 2 players. 1 Immortal, 1 Stalker, 2 Sentry, 1 Zealot. That's a fairly well-balanced force for this stage in the game, considering the fact that we have an expansion from him. But 8 Stalkers up here, which could potentially blink up here to the high ground, using this middle terrain feature to their advantage, or just bypassing it entirely. Now, that's actually one oh, going to be going for the pylon. Uh-oh, nothing else powering that. I was going to say, it's very interesting that this is there, because you would think, well, why would you want to blink up twice? Because it would blow your cooldown. Well, if you have an opponent that is going very Zealot heavy or something like that, you can actually blink down there with an Observer and spot them and not have to worry too much about the Zealots actually attacking you. So this is one little thing to keep in mind for you newer players here. So with a robot, oh, poor probe, getting stuck, man. He's like, no! Oh god, all he wants to do is return the minerals, but he cannot do it. His one calling in life, and he has been thoroughly denied. So GosuGatored now dropping the proxy pylon. I'm really curious to see if he actually tries to drop one over here. That's actually within warp-in range of the high ground. Of course, in Heart of the Swarm, that is not something you're going to be able to do. Quick blink out. He spots those 2 Immortals. He knows that trying to face off against those would prove to be quite deadly indeed. Suffer pretty heavy casualties. So I keep waiting for this probe to drop a pylon up here, and then that way what he could do is he could actually position the Observer up here, warping units in the high ground, or just simply blink up there and use that vision. Either way would work. Looking around here in GosuGatored's base, we see he is just going to be chrono boosting out his gateways, continuing with this Stalker pressure. We see now here Obsidian spots this with his Observer. Very smart placement, good unit control on that. And oh, once again, blinking away. We might have 1 Stalker take a beating there, but now we have a Colossus completed. Uh-oh. GosuGatored now warping in units here with the Warp Prism in the high ground. Nice force field there. Going to be able to keep a lot of those Zealots away and out of the fight. These Blink Stalkers coming in, taking out the Colossus, as well as first Immortal. Will the second one go down as well? It's looking like it might. It does indeed, but such heavy losses by GosuGatored. Finally, though, we see pretty much just Zealots and Stalkers. Inori doing a pretty good job there. Nice Blink Micro coming up to the high ground. Tried to take advantage of this the terrain feature again. And with Zealots taking out these probes, oh man, it could go any which way right now, but GosuGatored's got to get more Stalkers soon. Oh man, bringing off the probes, got to watch out for this Colossus. Will it go down? I think it will. It does. Oh my god. An Immortal is on the way, being chrono boosted out as quickly as possible. Will he be able to get this unit out to help finish this off, or will the probes and the Zealots be able to fend for themselves? This 1 Stalker worked in by Inori, getting 1.5 kills there. Another one actually able to mop this up. Will he do it? I think he will. GosuGatored could get knocked out of the 3rd place finals. Inori could be the winner, folks. Oh man, Zealots continuing to charge. No pun intended. There's the GG from GosuGatored. Inori, the 3rd place champion and last player standing.com's 48-player SC2 Open. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm Minaris. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the grand finals.